Hi guys, we're now about to try and make a Mother's Day rose. This is me just marking out. I made these templates out of cardboard. As you can see, there's 5 of this particular size. This is all on 1.2 mild steel, cold rolled, finishing off. To the guillotine, hack them into strips first. Put the shape cutting guillotine on, throatless, as it's probably called in most countries. Pretty good on this 1.2 mild. As you can see, it cuts quite evenly. Over to the big press. If I stamp them flat, this guy punches at 6 tons per square inch by hand. It's a very nice piece of kit. It weighs about 400 kilos. Good fun mounting it on its trestles. I'll flatten all of them. Then down to a smaller press. I've gone for about 5 of these things, all with various different homemade tooling. Nearly always utilising caravan toe balls, super hard, and a wooden anvil. Get some good fun. Plus it's silent, so you don't annoy the neighbours. I've done a bit of tin bashing before and it annoys me, never mind neighbours. That's the basic dished. Now across to another press with another tool to curl the corners over. There's most rose petals you'll find are obviously quite distressed when they get to their old age. Again, another homemade tool. This particular press punches down at about 2 tons psi, I believe. Now for the stem. 10mm mild steel round. You can use tube if you want to make it lightweight, but this stuff pretty good for shaping. Don't malform like tube does when you try and bend it. Put a blobber weld on the top. Just give it a bit of a ball shape. The first 2 pieces form the centre of the rose. Reposition camera so you can see it taking its form. There's 4 of these around the centre, and then a set of 5 slightly bigger and then a set of another 5 around the outside. In between each set I'll flip it over in the vise, and you don't need to see more welding, but block weld all the petal bases onto the stem. Like this is quite rigid when it's finished. One more cover of petals to go on. As you can see, there's a 2, a 4, one set of 5, and then that final set of 5. A little bit of tweaking. You can do it now because it's quite rigid. You can tug and yank on the petals, try and give them a little bit. The thing about Mother Nature, nothing's straight. She doesn't do straight lines, so that so there's no hopefully no uniformity. Shoot these on random. Again, 5 of these guys. Yeah, like I say, no straight lines, so I'll give the bit of, you can pretty much curve and shape this as you wish, but you want to be fairly straight, but obviously take the actual straightness out of the bar. Beautiful. Now for the leaves. The thing is in groups of 3, about 9 in total. Again, chopped from 1.2 miles. Again, if you use a cardboard template, just use your imagination. Cutting a couple of thorns. You don't necessarily need them, but they just give it that little bit extra, make it look like a rose. Not all roses have thorns. Not many required. Just give it. I think I popped 4 on this one. So we'll give it a bit of colour. Take it to a red heat. Gives it a tremendous finish for the varnish. And it all cools down a little. Job done. All bob.